Hello, today I like to explain something regarding the SIKA EC7 process multimeter. And process multimeter is an DMM, that means a digital multimeter in combination with a multifunction process calibrator. So that means we can measure signals and also generate signals. And the setup of the device is a large display on the top. Then we see different operating buttons and a selector switch and rotary switch to select the desired function. And last but not least, we have the connection terminals to measure or generate the signals. And I like to explain the measurement with an RTD, and that means a temperature measurement, in this case with an Pt100. So that means at first I connect my Pt100. It's a 2-wire. I connect it on this terminal and on the COM terminal. So it's connected then, and to activate the device I rotate the operating button, the rotary switch, and then I see an ohm value. But I like to see an RTD, and so that means this is mentioned in blue, so I have to operate the blue push button, and I push to beep, I get some information. I push to diode, I get some information, and I like to see now an RTD. So we see an overload in degrees Celsius and ohm, and here is an information about the connected device. In this case, it's an kappa 50. To change over to a Pt100, I push the operating button, and then I see the right information. It's a Pt100. Temperature measurement is currently 24 centigrade, and the ohm, the resistance value is 100.5 ohm. And of course, we make a measurement, and we see an additional information, the speed about the measurement. I can change the speed from S to F. F means fast and S means slow. Slow at least means we have a measuring time of 200 milliseconds. That means we make 5 measurements per second. If I change over to fast, then I make 20 measurements per second. That means we have a measurement rate of 50 milliseconds. An additional functionality is the relative measurement, activated by this operating button. I push the button and then I see the current temperature, 24 centigrade. If I heat up my Pt100, then the temperature is increasing, but it's the delta from the basis value. So that means in the large display we see the delta value, in the auxiliary smaller display we see the basis value. I can operate again the relative button, and then I get the information in percentage related to the basis value. To come back to the standard measurement, I operate again the relative button, and then I see a temperature 28 centigrade, and the ohm value is 110.9 ohms. And then of course we have the hold function. I push the hold function, and so that means in the large display now the 27 centigrade is stored, and if I increase the temperature, you see the value is stored, but you see a change of the resistance. So that means the last measured temperature before pushing the hold button is stored in the large display, and in the auxiliary display you still see the current information about the resistance. To come back to the standard functionality, you push again the hold button, and yeah, This is what I like to explain.